if you're new to our channel, my partner Adam and I and our dog Twyla have been traveling part-time around Australia for the last 2 years. So to check out all our past episodes and all our episodes in the future, make sure you go down the bottom and like and subscribe. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm King Dino, and on this episode, I'm doing solo camping and I'm at Mount Franklin. Now, I've been here many of times. It is an extinct volcano and is a fantastic spot to come in Victoria, very close to Daylesford. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm starting this episode off with a hot dog in my hand. Well, that is a good question. I'm going to be showing you a whole heap of camp cooking recipes that you can make when you go camping next time with hot dogs. These are really family-friendly recipes. As I drove into the Mount Franklin camping area, I was greeted with the two biggest smiles. Some of our viewers are here camping right next door to us. They have converted their own van. So I'm going to take you over there a little bit later and show you their van. It looks so cool. But I'll show you where I've set up. I'm in a totally different spot to where I've ever camped at Mount Franklin. And I'm actually liking this spot. The only unfortunate thing is somebody was camping here just before I got here. And I heard from my neighbours that they were not the nicest people. Loud music and lidded. Let's get on with this episode, and I've been looking at this for a while, so I need to eat this. So this is my spot that I've managed to get. Got a few neighbours over there, and then these are the neighbours that were waving to me on the way in, some of our viewers. So I'll go over there and show you their van soon. I've got myself a fire pit, so that's perfect. Although the young guys that were staying here last night before I took over this site has gone and put tomato sauce over this, put all their rubbish in here. They've got toilet paper over there. There's stuff all thrown over here. And they've even got a bottle of water over here and a few cans, and not good. All right, well, let's get this fire started. And then I'll show you the first thing I'm going to cook. Well, the fire's not looking too bad, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I'll just wait till some of this wood burns down so I can use the coals to cook the first thing that I'm going to be cooking. But I thought I'd tell you about a lady that I ran into. She walked through my campsite when I first got here with her dog. She was foraging for mushrooms. And yeah, right through here, she said there's heaps. Normally it's coming to the end of the season at the moment, but normally there's a whole heap of them here. And she loves looking for them. Anyway, she showed me some of the mushrooms she'd picked. They were called silk stems. I think that's what she called them. There's another name to them. But they look absolutely delicious. But with all the stories about mushrooms at the moment, I didn't want to take my chance eating them. But she seems to know what she's doing and talking about. So the very first thing I thought I'd do is pigs in blankets, but I'm going to use the hot dogs, the long hot dogs, and I'm going to roll them up in this puff pastry. So I'm going to be cooking these in my camp oven. Now, the only problem is, I just remembered, I didn't bring my little base plate. So that means they're going to be sitting straight onto this. So hopefully they don't get too much of a burnt bum. But anyway, so first things first, I'm going to just cut the pastry like this. But we're just doing long strips. And we'll grab one of these strips and we're going to roll the hot dog up in it. Then we're just going to get our hot dog and we're going to roll him on a ever so slightly angle to try to get as much as the hot dog covered. And there we go. Now that I've rolled my hot dogs, I'm just going to go in and, well, I would normally say brush them, but I don't have a brush because we are camping. So I'm just using a teaspoon and just popping some egg that I've whisked over the top. Now I'm just going to pop these into my camp oven. Now I think I would have preferred to put some baking paper under these or something. But anyway, I don't have any of that, so they've just gone straight in. Let's just hope for the best. Pop the lid on and let's get them on some coals. All right, so I've got my coals ready. I've pulled them out of the fire. Just going to sit that on top like that, get nice and level. And then we'll put a few on top and we'll see how we go. But let's have a look. Whoa, now these look good. Now they have split a bit, but they look great. Now let's see if we can get them out without them sticking. Well, they definitely browned up, and look at this. They're coming straight out. No problems at all. How good is this? All right, first things first, I'm definitely gonna need a bit of tomato sauce on these. Now, just a warning, this could get messy, but give me my pigs in blankets a go. A little bit dark on the bottom, but it's camping. So good. How quick and easy was that? So if you've got a family with kids, they would love help making them, and you can just throw them in, and 20 minutes later, you've got a cooked meal for everybody that tastes absolutely delicious. Not the most healthiest thing, but to be honest, most of the meals that I'm making this weekend aren't the healthiest meals. But I am now going to head over to my neighbours, and I'm going to take you on a van tour. So I've come across to Diana and Sabrina's van, and I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour. They didn't want to get on camera, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. And we're going to have a look through. If you want to follow their Instagram and see more about this van, just I'll put it up here somewhere, and you can go check out their Instagram. So here is the van. Now, Diana, you basically put this together, and
with some help,
friends.
Yes.
Yeah. And what type of van actually is it?
This is a 2016 Toyota Hiace 4-wheel drive.
Wow.
It's a grey import from Japan, an importer to do it.
Oh wow.
Unibi.
Yep.
Unibi. Okay. Yep. He actually brings in all the grey imports only. That's his business, and he's in Dandenong.
And so tell us a little bit about it. So we'll start off with this. It's out here, kitchen. And the kitchen, just pops out and slides out. Yep,
correct. So what do I say? There are 2 rails. I think that can carry about 200 kilograms or something like that.
Wow.
And so driving position will be obviously it's inside, it slides out.
Yep.
But once I slide out, I locked it in so it wouldn't move. It shouldn't move. Yeah.
And so how are you powering your cooktop?
Okay. So I've got...
Keeps more surprises.
Yeah. So if you don't want to cook like too close to your van, and it's, especially in summer, it gets really hot.
Yep.
So that's why we did it this way.
Mm-hmm.
So what's powering it? I've got 400 amps of lithium batteries, and I think it's 600 watts of solar panel at the top there.
Wow.
And
awesome.
3,000 watts inverter to power up all the 240s.
All right, let's take us inside and show us around a little bit.
Okay, so where do we start?
So it's good you got your first aid kit. That's always a good start. And right next to your cooking, you've got something to put out
the fires.
If you're going to be excited about your cooking.
That's right, just in case, safety first. Yeah, and so I've got the light switch, or the switches there as well. Yeah. And I've got the 240 over there, and you can see that there's 2 plugs. So the red one is straight to the induction cooker, whereas the white one goes to the power plug there, the multi plugs. Yep. The extension of it.
Okay, I can see that now. So that's what that is there.
Yeah, so by itself. Cool. So I put it on that so that you can pull it out further. Otherwise, it'll just go that way. Yep. And with this setup, I can do the cooking this way and here, and also all the way in. Yeah. So let's say we got a rainy day or something like that. I still could
cook
power
inside.
Up and do something. Yeah, something easy.
And then you got all this storage in here, which looks fantastic.
So
and
in here. It opens up here.
Yep.
And I put them in boxes like this so that these are basically our coffee box and breakfast box.
Yeah, and I find that always easy, having the boxes. You can pour things out, pour things in.
And labels.
Labels.
Yeah, and then just like that, and then...
A few more drawers.
A few more drawers, like simple stuff.
That is just awesome.
Yeah, some dry dry goods.
Yeah, and then inside here is your bed and slash couch?
Yes, correct. So it's a rock and roll. So you slide this out and then it flattens a bit. So this is the travel, I don't know, setup. Yes. So you can sit inside when it rains. You can also sit at the rear.
All right, let's go around the back.
So you have a nice view. You chuck the beddings over the other side and you can have your coffee and have a nice view. And
then I take it you've got storage underneath?
Yep. Shall I go and try open
up?
Yeah,
yeah. If you want, I'll come up close. So.
Yep. So go that way. So
look
all the way.
That. You've done such a great job.
That one's a little bit smaller.
Yep. Yep.
The reason was because I've got a fridge on the other side, and that takes up a bit of space.
Just go back around and have a look at the fridge.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yep. And does your fridge? Oh, okay. So it's a drawer that slides out.
Yeah, it's a slide out.
Just by pulling this?
Yeah, you press down and slide out.
Ah, look at that. Wow, it's quite spacious.
It's a 40-litre.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm liking the storage on this side as well. And you got yourself a fan.
Yes, that's the Max Air. Is it Max Air Fund? Yeah, that's right.
Great. We haven't even got an electric fan in our van.
Oh, it's
jealous.
Jealous much. Yeah, it's really good. It saves us. As in, like, humidity builds up, right?
Yes.
In a tiny space like this, without any open windows, and so you keep the bugs out, but you want some air in. So it's an exhaust, so it pulls air out, but you can also pull air in.
Oh, that's fantastic. What a great idea.
And I've also got a tiny 12V fan over there, so that can blow through if you want.
They're so handy, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've got two of those, little portable, chargeable ones, and we just find them so handy. Now, I've really got to get to the other side and see what's over there, because there's something I can't wait to show everybody. All right, now you have to tell us about this side.
This setup. So here's all the electrical bits that you can access from here. So it's not quite done yet. You can see it's quite pretty opened.
Yeah. So it's a work in progress.
Yes, everything is work in progress.
Always with vans, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're always learning too.
Exactly. And done enough just so that we can still go out and enjoy traveling and nature and camping. So I've got an inlet here so I can power up when I'm at home, and I don't have to use an invert. What is that thing? An adapter.
Yes.
But you don't have to because it's a 10A instead of a 15.
Oh, that's good.
So you can still power up when you're using shore powers.
Now, a lot of people will be very excited to know, look at this battery. There's not one, but there's two, yeah? Two batteries.
You think it's indulgent? Well, some people say I should have three, but I thought this is just enough. But I just got to be careful not to power up all the electricals at the same time.
Which then leads me to the thing that just blew me away. Is that an air fryer?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's an instant air fryer. I think it's like $70 or something like that. It serves us really well. We tested it at home. We put the watt meter thingy to see whether it can carry the voltage, and it did. And so I don't like really cook from like a lot of stuff, but it's good enough to get us going. Yeah.
There you go. And then you've got this little bit of a, now you use marine
ply
on the floor.
Yes.
And also, and a lot of the materials you've used for this are upcycled.
Yeah.
Which is even better for environment. That's fantastic.
The light switches and things like that, they're upcycles. They're new stuff, obviously, like batteries and some electrical you have to. But yeah, I try to upcycle materials as much as I can.
And can you give us a demo of the shelf?
Yeah, just pull out like that and just something to hold it.
Yeah,
that way.
See, sometimes it's the simple things that make
just some extra storage when I'm washing dishes from the inside, and then I'll put this thing over like that.
Oh, and that gives you more space.
More space, exactly.
More bench space, and you can never have enough bench space in these kind of vans.
Efficient.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, one question a lot of people are going to ask, when you are really off-grid and you've got to use the toilet, what do you do?
Well, as much as we can, we use the facilities and wherever we were camping at. Yep. But otherwise, we have this toilet tent. So this opens up as a meter by a meter, I think it drops.
And then so obviously your toilet's not in that. So where is your actual toilet itself?
So we use this.
Look at that. And so that just pops out.
Pops out. I can do it for you if you like a demo.
Oh, no. Why not? I've never seen one of these.
It's easy. It's clean.
Yeah.
We rarely use it because most places we use the other way. So it comes like that. Okay. And then this, and you just push through. Hang on. Yep.
Look at that.
Pop it. And it carries, I think, simple. So simple. You put some bags. Yeah. And we layer it with, what's it? Horse bedding pellets. Yep, horse bedding pellets. Okay. Because it's dry, it takes the moisture away. If you separate your number 1s and number 2, no smell at all. Fantastic. Yeah. That's great. What a great invention. When we purchased this online, it comes with this bag. So it's called Elemental. And then it's come with this, the biodegradable bags, and also some of this powder. So apparently this will absorb. It's very little, isn't it? Yeah. It will absorb. But of course, you've got to separate your 1 and 2. Like, but sometimes it's hard. Yeah. And so we've also used this, which is natural product. Oh, fantastic. So you just, shake it. And where would you buy something like that from? Just farm pet store? Pet shop. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this one, I think it's pine, so it expands and then absorb, and there's no smell. So perfect. But then on this side also, I've noticed that you got your awning. Yep. Do you find your awning good? Yeah, this one is definitely much better than the other one that we had on the other van. It's a Bushwalker 180 degrees awning, so it goes front to back. Yep. I can't remember the meters, maybe about 2 meters in the middle, and then another 2 meters, something like that, or 6 meters across. So it just gives you a whole another room, really, doesn't it? Yeah, it's good outdoor space. Yeah. So another thing I've noticed, if you've kept a hole through here, would that be because of for security reasons? Well, you can see the bag. You can do the for rear view, and also if it's necessary, I could climb through. I never have to do that, but it's just one of those things I'd rather have and not have to use it. And how do you feel camping out by yourself? Together. Yeah. Being women. Yeah. How do you find it? Well, I feel safe enough. Most places are pretty safe, and people are pretty friendly. But you listen to your gut, and if you don't feel safe, just move on. Yep. Good idea. So also I've noticed this bull bar. Look at that. I tell you, a kangaroo would not like that one. Anyway, this has been awesome checking out your van. Thank you so much. Now, if you want to see, like we said before, I'll put it up somewhere, but also this is your Instagram. Yep, that's correct. And you can just follow your journey there, or Dorothy's journey. Yeah, Dorothy's rather. And can check all that out to see more. How nice for they letting me go and check out their van inside and out. It was so generous of them. I just gave them one of our King Dino mugs, coffee mugs, just to thank them for letting me film that, because I mean that's quite personal, and what hard work would have gone into making and designing those vans. And that's how they come across our channel, looking up van life, and there was Adam, I and Twyla. So they've been checking out some of the places that we have visited. So if you are new to our channel, we've got plenty of places you can free camp, paid camp, cooking ideas, so definitely check those out after this episode. But anyway, now it's getting later. I've been over there talking for a while. I'm going to hang my lights up, because I think it's time to get the fairy lights up and on, and then I might start thinking about what's for dinner. Just getting my lights out from the van, and I've just seen a massive RV just rock up. So if I can film it, I'll show you. It's coming along. I don't know where they're going to go. I'm sure they'll find a spot. There it is. It's pretty big. I think it's even got pull-outs on it. So that's pretty awesome. Look at that. It's huge. Well, lights are set up now to go show you what goes into this next recipe. Now, if you're a fan of a good old country movie like my father is,
you'll know that they love the good old beans. So this recipe is so simple, can feed a lot of people. Pretty much you just double, triple the amount depending on how many people. We just got these little cocktail frankfurts. So there are hot dogs, but just mini versions. I'm going to cut them in 3. Onion, grated cheese, your beans, whatever beans you want. I've just got some of these no-name ones from Coles, but you can always use your favourite beans. Then also I've got this paprika, smoked paprika, and chili, and a bit of pepper. And that is all you're going to need for this. But I might add a little bit of water too, just because, you know, things always cook so much quicker in a camp oven. It's like I've made a few friends. There's a few dogs off lead, which they shouldn't be, I don't think. But, well, I think Adam would have finished work by now. So before I even think about dinner, I might give him a quick call. That's a good thing about this campsite is it has really good phone reception. Hey, I just thought I'd give you a quick call to see how your day was.
Yeah, it's good. Well, you can consider work good.
And everyone's been asking up here, well, our neighbours, my neighbour, they both asked where Twyla was. So I think she's definitely the star of King Dino's Adventures.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, Missy, yes?
You gonna go for a walkie? 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 You gonna go for a walkie with Daddy? Yeah? Gonna walkie? All right. Have a good night.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Don't get rained on.
Oh, try not to. And I've got another little visitor. Look, we might not have Twyla here, but we've got one of her brothers or sisters. Everything is cut up and ready to go. So pretty much there's probably about a cup and a half of, if not more, of grated cheese. Now, with this, you don't have to add the paprika if you don't want. You don't have to add the chili if you don't want. You don't even have to add the onion if you don't want. The main ingredients are probably these 3 things. So, yeah, let's get this onion cooked up. And then I'll show you how to put the rest of it together. Oh, I might have to have a little bit of a dance. There's music going. In the jungle, the tiny jungle. Someone over there's got really loud music. And I'll probably get done for copyright on YouTube. Right, so let's take this over and chuck it on here. And we'll see how we go. If this doesn't get hot enough, then I might put it into the actual fire itself. But, you know, we'll see how we go. I've just popped a little bit of oil in there. So I'm just trying to get a bit more heat under the pot. And I've popped the lid on as well, so that might help. So my onions are starting to brown now. So I'm just going to chuck my footy frankfurts in, little frankfurts or whatever they're called. I won't tell you what my mother called them back in the day, but I'm sure you know if you're a real true Aussie. Just mix it through, and now to throw back on the lid and just let that cook up a bit before putting in the baked beans. I'm probably becoming a little bit more grainy now, but I thought I'll just let you know some exciting news to our regulars that watch us and who have come here and might come here in the future. They've just opened the new toilets here. I can't believe I'm so excited about drop toilets. Now, they don't flush, but they are very clean, and there is 4 of them. And there's another new undercover area also if you want to come here for a day visit. Now, it is very close to Melbourne, so you literally could come up here and have a barbecue and then head home in the same day if you're not into camping completely. But yeah, it's just really cool. And then to our new viewers, Mount Franklin is actually an old extinct volcano. It has a rim walk, so you can walk right along the rim. It looks amazing. I'll just show you some of our old footage of me doing the walk now. It is an absolute gorgeous walk. It feels very magical walking around it. I always say that, and I just love being here. I absolutely love the mornings here, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning. The mist comes through, and it looks like something out of a Disney movie. I absolutely love waking up here with a coffee. And I'm going to go check on our dinner. Put a little bit of light on the subject. So it's dark now, so I've moved on to flash mode. And yeah, this is looking good. See how they're starting to look cooked? Now it's time to chuck our beans in. So they're going to just go straight in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse these out with a little bit of water. So I'll add my water in. Now the whole idea of this is you want to get it cooked to the point where the beans start breaking down into like a paste. And it looks amazing and it tastes amazing too. Okay, so I've just rinsed the cans out, but it looks like I'm about to get rinsed out. It's starting to rain, so let's get this mixed through. Okay, we've got paprika. Like I said, just go with whatever you feel like, how much you want. Chili. And then pepper. Now, obviously, I've got to use my other hand, so I'm going to have to stop filming here. And a quick mix around. And then I'll pop the lid on and then head back under shelter. Because as you can see, it is raining. It looks like it's going to rain for probably about half an hour. So I've just got to deal with that. I'm undercover, so I'm cool. But the fire's going really well. And I'm loving this light. It's like this little fire flicking light, which is really cool. So I've already rang Adam and I said, I'm getting another one. $9 from Kmart. How cool is that? I'm getting a much better result now that it's actually in the fire. Like I said, I just wanted to take my time with this because I really don't want it to burn at the bottom. So this is looking good. And you can start to slowly see the beans will start breaking up and you want it to become like a paste. Look how good this is looking. It is done. So you can, obviously you can still see the beans, but it's more like a paste now. It's gotten thicker. And now all I need to do is add my cheese in. And I'm going to stir that through and just wait till you see. I can't say wait till you see how it tastes because you're not here to eat it. But oh, it's going to be delicious. Now you can do this over the fire or do what I'm doing and just do it after the fact. No problems there. So I'm just going to mix that through. I've got some sourdough here. So let's dish up and give it a go. Well, I was just getting ready to do a shot to show you what I thought of it and how it tasted. And this is what happened. This is my meal on the ground. I'm so upset. Look at this. Looks like vomit. I'm like distraught, including my bread. Yes. So I'm going to have to dish up again. And now I'm going to have to somehow clean my mat. Have I cleaned up the mess? No. Have I refilled my bowl? Yes. I can't believe it. The table's on a slight angle, so when I put it down to go set up the camera to be able to talk to you guys, it just slid off the table, literally between my legs. Have I got a name for this meal? I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't decided. Maybe you can help me comment down below. What would you call this meal? Let me have a taste, by the way. Oh, wow. For something so simple, the paprika really makes it. Why does paprika just make everything taste so good? And oh my God, the flavor, the taste, being that it's cold, it's so good. Well, Adam would be proud. I've done all my dishes. So now I've just got to dry them, put them away. And then I might go whack the projector on and watch a little bit of Kylie sing and dance. Party by myself. Woohoo! All right, so I've come in from the party session by myself. No, I had fun. It was good. But I thought I need to start to warm up. It is getting very cold now. Oh, that was a mosquito. Gone. So, do you remember when Adam and I, just not long ago, went camping in our Cranky Croc tent we had this idea. Well, it's kind of more like Adam's idea, and he's probably going to be spewing that he's not here to try it in the van because he's wanted to try it in the van. So I'm going to give it a go. So it's basically a candle, and then I'm going to be turning it on, obviously, or lighting the flame, and then sitting it like this. I should also mention that it's a terracotta pot, just from Bunnings. And this one seemed to have holes in the side of it. I don't know why, but it works perfect for this because oxygen-wise, the oxygen can get in there and it keeps going. So I've had it on for about half an hour now, and it's not doing a bad job. It's taking a little bit of the sting out of the air. Now I'm going to sleep on Adam's side of the bed tonight because I'm on a lean, and at least when I roll over, I'll be rolling into this rather than rolling off of this. So I'm going to be sleeping on this side. Well, the most important thing for the day is done. Made my coffee, so I've got enough, and you can see the sun starting to come over, and also you can see there are blue skies. How nice is that? How good. So I might go for a walk around the campsite and go have a sticky nose at what vehicles are here and tents and things like that, and say hi to my neighbours, and then come back and cook some brekkie. So I've come over to see these guys, and look, I'm being inspired every minute. So how are you washing your dishes?
Okay, this is a concoction of vinegar, just white vinegar, yep, some water and dishwashing liquids.
How awesome is that? And then just wipe it over?
And wipe it, and then you can just wash it with hot water or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
that's great.
Use too much water.
That's awesome. Great tip. Yeah. And I did notice your awning's out. Gonna have to go head over and have a look at it. Look at the size of this awning. Unbelievable. So it gives them so much more space. How cool is that? Anyway, I should stop harassing these guys. Look, they've got their fire on. Look at this. They're experts, I tell you. Experts. Definitely weren't whinging when we said it was cold.
Oh, yeah. It was real. It was real. Yeah. So
what did you see what it got down to last night?
Well, the thermometer says 0.9 this morning when I put this at the picnic table. Under the awning is 3.7 now, but inside the van, on waking up at 7 a.m, it was 8 degrees.
8 degrees.
Yeah, so let's just say we've got 8 degrees difference between the outdoor-indoor with insulation.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so inside the sleeping bags, I've chucked it in just to see, it was 17 degrees, so it's toasty.
Very toasty. There you go.
Yeah.
The guys are going to head into Daylesford, so I've said goodbye to them, and now I'm just coming back to get a coffee. Second coffee for the day, and then I've really got to start cooking this breakfast. But look at this view. Oh, God, I love it up here. For breakfast, I'm going to be doing this hot dog in a tortilla with cheese, dipped in egg, and then fried. So all you need to do is measure out your hot dog, and then cut your sides of your tortilla, like so. And I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. We want to put our grated cheese across like this. Now that I've spread all that out, I want to roll up my hot dog. Make sure it's all nice. And roll, roll, and roll. And then this is how that is going to look. Now we need to dip this in the egg. Now this is just a one whipped egg, which obviously if you're making more, I'm only making the one for my breakfast. But if you're making more, you might need more egg. Now it needs to actually be dipped into this. So because this isn't big enough for me to dip it all in completely, I'm actually going to pour it on top and just kind of try to get it around and then roll it in the egg, just to get the bread, well, to get the tortilla soaked in the egg. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, oh no, I've made a mess. Let me just wipe that up. Now, I've just got to roll this a little bit more, get it a bit more wet, and then we're going to pop it into the oil. Okay, now my oil is hot enough, so I'm going to go in with the hot dog. Here we go. I've just rolled it over a few times and it's starting to look like it is nearly done. I'm happy with that, so maybe use tongs, don't be like me. But just have a bit of paper so you can get rid of that excess oil. And that is staying closed itself now, as you can see. And it's pretty much ready to eat. How good does this look for a brekkie? My only regret is not making two. I've only got one. So yeah, I might have to go back and make a second one. This looks so good. Now I'm just going to sit back and relax and eat this with a view. Now, sauce is optional, but being the Aussie that I am, cheers. Tastes great. It actually reminds me of one of those battered dogs at the fairs, you know, at the shows and stuff they have. Look at that. And the cheese, awesome. I actually do have one more recipe to show you guys, but before I can even think of another hot dog, I definitely need to go for a walk. So I'm going to do the walk backwards. So not actually physically walk backwards, but normally I go one way and come around, but I'm going to go the opposite way this time. And this is my favorite part of the walk, the actual pine trees. Aren't they just gorgeous? They're so gorgeous, and they just look amazing. Anyway, I'm going to go on this walk, and then I'll think about cooking my lunch, but it's the last thing on my mind at the moment. Now that it's been a few hours, I'm going to get my next meal started before leaving today. Now, you're probably wondering why the hot dog theme. Well, I remember way back when I was at a football game, and I was actually blown away by this mum who pulled out a flask, you know, hot water. I think that's what they call them, a flask, and had it filled up with hot water. She had literally had, I reckon, 6 hot dogs in there. She had her 6 buns pre-cut, and then she had the little sauce bottles. And pretty much right in front of my eyes, she pulled out these hot dogs, put them in the rolls, and you know how expensive food can be at the football. I don't know if they'll let you do this anymore, but it was just incredible. And I thought, what a great simple idea. So if you're going for like a bushwalk, you can fill up your hot water, put your hot dogs in it. By the time you get to where you're going, they're going to be cooked and ready to eat. So I just thought that was a fantastic idea. All right, time to get the fire back on. And then I'm going to start cooking. Now, pretty much it's getting down to just a few people here now. On a Sunday, everyone clears out. So if you ever want to come and experience this and have nearly the whole place to yourself, come midweek. What am I cooking? Well, I thought I'm going to warm us up and we're going to do chili dogs. So pretty much we're just going to cook some hot dogs, put them in a bun, but the actual chili that goes on top is what I'm going to be making. Okay, let's go through what you're going to need for this. So we'll start down here. We've got cumin seeds. We've got chili powder, salt, pepper. We've got tomato paste, garlic, sugar. And then you've got onion, tomato puree, Worcestershire sauce, and just some oil to put in your pan. And then you're going to need your mince. Now, also, like I was saying before, you're obviously going to need your hot dogs and your buns. Now, chili dogs are pretty big in America. I remember tasting my very first one in New York City. My brother and my sister-in-law definitely recommended me to go there, and I did, and I ended up buying 2. So anyway, let's hope mine is as good as the ones I had in New York. First things first, let's cut up our onion. Now, to get our onion into the pan. Teaspoon of chili powder, garlic, Teaspoon of cumin seeds and give that a mix around. Then we're going to break up our minced meat. Then we're just going to season with salt and pepper. Once that's browned, pop in your tomato paste. I'm just using 1 sachet. Then in goes your tomato puree. Little tiny bit of sugar. And a big glob of Worcestershire sauce. Give that a good mix around and then let that cook away and then go get your hot dogs ready. While that's finishing off, I'm just getting my bun ready and I've got some toppers. So some jalapenos and some chili. Now, these are definitely optional. Not many people can handle that much heat, but anyway, I'm going to give it a go. I'll probably pay for it tomorrow. So let me just explain what I've done with a bun. I've never actually made these before, but I came up with an idea and hopefully this works. So I'm imagining the hot dog goes in here, low, and then this, I've cut out a bit of a ditch because I thought when I sit the chili on top, it's got somewhere to actually sit and hopefully I can eat it without it spilling everywhere. It's ready and I'm ready to dish this beast up. So all we need to do is get a nice big scoop and start putting that on top of your hot dog bun. And hot dog, I should say. Just finished garnishing, done. What do you think of this, guys? Comment down below and let me know, because I'm reckon this looks pretty damn fine. Now, the only thing to do is to now eat this, and it looks mighty fine, but I definitely don't think I'm doing this in front of the camera, because I've got a feeling it's going to go everywhere. But anyway, let me have a bite and I'll tell you what I think. Let's go. Really good, but I got none of the hot dog in that bite. But we'll see if we can get some of the hot dog with the chili. Wow, this is so hard to eat. I definitely recommend having the chili on top. Beautiful. And the jalapenos just gives that even extra kick. Now, if you make too much of this, you can add beans to it, put a bean mix through it, and then you can have it like a chili con carne pretty much. You can eat it with some chips. It's perfect for that. So if you've got heaps left over, you could even make nachos with it, which would be awesome. But this is really good. I'm loving it. Well, I better start thinking about getting home to Adam and Twyla. Better put this fire out also and do a bit of a pack up. We hope you've enjoyed the episode. Now, we do have tickets we're giving away on this episode tonight to the Border Caravan and Camping Leisure Fest. It's going to be great. We're going to be there on Saturday, so hopefully you guys can make it.
We are, yes. That's how in Albury-Wodonga. So I'm looking forward to that. And the two winners of the tickets, so we're giving 2 double passes to these winners. And the winners are...
Twyla's doing the drum beat.
Dusty Down Under and Diane Benici. I think it's Benici. So congratulations, Dusty and Diana.
Yeah, and we'll get back to you very soon with those tickets. All right, guys. Well, Adam, what did you think of the hot dogs? Do you feel like a hot dog now?
Too much food.
Too much food?
and not enough sweets.
Oh, there you go. And remember, as always, to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. And until next Sunday, we'll see you then.
Take care, guys, and we'll see you at the show.
See you, guys.